Did you become a dog trainer or a full-time paperwork manager? So this is what we're going to chat about today. I'm Leanne Chinton from Automation Dogs, and I've got Bret Geller, my partner, joining me. Hey, Bret, how's it going?
It's going good. What you just said there kind of reminds me of when we started IQ canine training maybe like 13 years ago, when everything was done on pen and paper. There was kind of a lot of stress there, manually following up with clients, sending manual invoices, sending out manual text messages and reminders. It was like 5 to 10 hours a week of just manual office work. Do you remember those days?
Yeah, I remember back to when I was a mobile trainer and basically like living out of my car, working out of my car, and there's like notes in the visor, notes all over my passenger seat, notes back in the dog kennels, and the chaos, the worry. The worry is the best word for me because I was always wondering, like, did I book that guy? Did I double book that spot? Did I follow up with that person? What am I forgetting today? So yes, it's a lot of stress, and I don't think it's the bother of the workload because I like the work, but it's the mental overwhelm, the chaos, and that is just mentally exhausting.
Yeah, I remember waking up in the middle of the night, like, I don't
Ugh.
think I sent the follow-up, and then or if I didn't send homework to a particular client, or if I forgot to respond to a client, I'd wake up in a dead sweat. So I definitely remember the stress of what we call the Post-it note days,
Yeah.
and that's how
Uh,
automation dogs came to be.
yeah, I talked to a trainer the other
What were you
day
gonna say?
and I talked to a trainer the other day and she said, "Yeah, I think Wednesday will work for me. When I get home, I'll grab my book and I'll make sure that's available." And I'm like, "What is this book thing? Is this like chisel into a rock that you're putting this appointment on your schedule?" Like having that book, I remember those days before we had smartphones because I'm a dinosaur at this, but I remember those days when I had like my calendar book, and that's your life in there. I mean, that controls everything, and you have to have it. You have to have access to it. And nowadays, at the very least, as one takeaway, everybody should have like a Google Calendar or some kind of free calendar, something to keep your life organized in so that you always have access to it. And everybody on your team, you kind of know where everybody's at too. So, one just quick takeaway I wanted to share there.
No, that's a great point. And I know our software can make quite an amazing assistant. And I know dog trainers didn't get into dog training to do a bunch of paperwork. How can our software help alleviate a lot of the everyday task?
Uh, so many things. The automated follow up, just like it's like automation dogs, like that's my jam is automating things. We don't go too hardcore with it. We want it to feel like real and human, but we can't possibly follow up with somebody that quickly every time. We might be in a lesson or something. So the follow up, having a booking calendar, we have a task section where I know what tasks I have to complete. I have notes. So if I worked on, the heel command with this dog and he was biting at the leash, I can make that note into his contact record or into that contact record. So just lots of things to help keep us organized and to help. You mentioned the word assistant, to help be that assistant by using some automation. If you miss a call, don't worry, the automation's there. If you are talking to somebody on the phone and you don't have time to like write down their email address that they tell you, don't worry, the call's being recorded and there's a transcript so you can just read it later if you don't even have time to go back and listen. So many great things.
Yeah, I just love how all of a client's info is in one centralized location. You mentioned the phone and text. If you got a team, it's just amazing because let's say one of your trainers calls out sick, then they can go back into the system and look at notes, look at text messages, listen to phone calls. So it can really help you in a time of need. And it can just save you 5 to 10 hours a week of just manual
Yes,
office work.
absolutely. And automation doesn't take a sick day, AI doesn't take a sick day. So, yeah, it's a great assistant.
Well, if you're a dog trainer and you're listening to this short reel and you're feeling some of these pain points, we would love to learn more about your business. And you can find us at automationdogs.com. We do offer a free strategy session with Leanne, your co host here, and she can show you how our software can be your personal assistant and help you relieve some of that stress. Thanks for listening.
Love it. Thanks, Brett.